great this time? Are we good this time? Are we great? Or am I great? Ha! All
Ah,
right. What it do? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is, wherever you at. Happy New Year from the family. What else? Miss anything? No, that about it. All right, so this is Wild Wednesday on the SamzSportz Multimedia Network now. All right, we changing, expanding our wings, open up to new things, different things. So you know what I mean. With great power comes great responsibility. What's up, Dalton? So today we have a show. Today we got to get into some fun stuff, some hard stuff. But today we're gonna go through one by one and see who we got here today. We got Kilo, world, Jim,
What's up, bro?
one half of Off the Top Sports, one half of Ignorant Thinking Podcast.
one half. Who the fuck is the other half?
What's all about to say?
And we got the
Whole hole right there. My bad that we on the air.
The number one self-proclaimed Denver Bronco fan in the world.
He's a whole whole out here.
I sure am. Not this season I am. Damn.
All right, so before we get into Dalton, my man Dalton, I am glad Dalton's here. So before we get into the rough, tough stuff, let's get into some fun stuff, right? So, all right, so hold on, let me take off the banner. Man, I didn't realize it was going to block the screen. All right, so we got trivia. I'm going to put a picture up. You tell me what year was the game from the picture, just a picture alone. What year was the game and what was the final score? Okay? It's 5 of them. All right? And you know, I had to hurt somebody's feelings, so somebody's feelings going to be hurt, and I understand. All right?
Oh, my God.
Number one, what year and what was the game? I mean, what year and what was the score?
This was 2011. This was 2011, the AFC Divisional, and the Colts came back. I remember this game.
I don't know the final score though.
I don't think it was 2011.
It was 2012. It was 2012.
No. Andrew Luck, right?
I'm sorry, he wasn't there. Yeah. So it was.
He got drafted in 2011 or 2012, I think.
So it's 2013. And what is a divisional round? I know that for sure.
Nah, I believe this was wild card.
No, what's a wild card? This is divisional, I think.
I believe this was a wild card game. This is a wild card game. Yep. Wild card
okay. Game. I apologize.
Hey, that guy Dalton, boy, he don't play.
Alex Smith was the quarterback.
Yeah. Alex Smith was the quarterback. Yes.
Smith was the quarterback.
Yeah.
They jump out to a big lead in that game. Actually,
this where Andy Reid couldn't finish games. He was blowing leads. Yeah, I remember that.
I believe this was the last year Alex Smith was at quarterback, right?
No.
Who
was the quarterback after him?
It's Patricia, my homeboy. He got drafted in 2015, right?
No, but Patrick Mahomes got drafted in 2017.
Nick Foles was the backup quarterback for him in this game, though. I think because I remember Nick Foles stepping in for a game for him. Was a rookie.
Nick Foles was still with the Eagles back then.
Nick Foles was the backup quarterback for Alex Smith.
No, I'll check that again. Hey, Den, I think he was in the Eagles, yo.
Hey, I want. We should travel to wherever Dalton live, right? Do a show right there with trivia. And answer this shit right in front of our face, bro. Ain't no way.
No, Andy Reid been left the Eagles.
Dalton have the most quickest fingers ever. Google. What's the next one, sir? What's the next one we got?
Matt Castle was not.
We never said why we remember this game.
He might have been back there, Joe.
I'm about to look it up, man.
He might have been back there.
Hold on. So why do we remember this game?
Wasn't this the fumble? The fumble snap? it was a fumbled snack, and Andy Dalton just somebody fumbled. He grabbed it, and then he wound up jumping, scoring it. Something happened right here
Yeah, it was that.
where he recovered the fumble, and then he scored.
That fucking bad snap. That shit was bad.
Who was the Flakegate? What year was the Flakegate?
See, how did he know that much detail?
That motherfucker be doing his homework.
Ain't no homework.
Back up.
Them fingers was his fingers is fast, bro. Google.
All right, I'm ready to go to the next one.
All right.
It was Chase Daniels.
Then it's gone. All right.
Oh, this is 2005. He about to take it to the house. Divisional round. We lost to the Steelers in the next round, but this is 2005. We beat the Patriots. We were the first team to beat the Patriots in 2 years. He almost took it to the house, but Ben, whatever his name is, Ben Troop or Daniel Grant, one of them came up behind him and chased him down and knocked the ball out of his hand. It's supposed to have been a touchback.
Smacked all that shit out.
We own the Patriots. People don't know that, but we own the Patriots. We do. They only beat us one time. That was with Tebow.
So y'all own the Patriots. Okay. Right there.
What was the final score?
Yeah.
This was 24 to 19. I'm guessing. But we was giving them business. Ashanti Samuel got a pick in this game on a sideline lean joint. I remember this game. I was close, but I knew it was divisional because we played Pittsburgh and we lost to them next round. I was so pissed. Jake Plummer was mistake free up until that point, man. Damn.
Steelers went to the Super Bowl, right? That year, right? Steelers actually went to the Super Bowl that year, right?
Yeah, the Steelers went to the Super Bowl and beat Seattle. Damn. That was our year too, bro. Mike Anderson had 250-something yards rushing against the Saints that year. Damn. You talk about disappointment. Like, that's when I don't care. Losing in the playoff hurts. You remember it, but I'd rather lose in the playoffs than be bums. So, this is back when we were actually good.
He said it was actually good. All right. So, Dennis, thanks for joining us, sir. So what up? We are going off the picture. We're gonna say why we remember the game, what year was it, and what was the score.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
This when Champ Bailey got this when he made his playoff. What's this is because we lost to the Colts twice. Remember, that's why we got Champ Bailey.
Y'all lost to somebody in the AFC Championship game with Jake Plummer.
Yeah, the Steelers. We lost to Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we Plummer threw a pick, and I think they scored, and then that was it. That was all she wrote.
Okay. What's the next one? Oh, shit. I remember this one. 35, 31.
Hey, dude, don't square up.
That wasn't a playoff game, though.
That wasn't the playoffs. That was the playoffs.
35-31. That was the final score.
Because he fumbled that too, yo. He fumbled it.
June was up 10-31 though.
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
It was 38-31.
Oh, it was 38-31. My bad.
June
was listen.
Okay.
The Giants was up 10-31 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Right.
So don't tell me that it's impossible to come back.
You ain't no way in the world you want to tell me that wasn't over.
Boy, I was talking cash shit too, man. Calling the Eagles fans. This is mad Eagles fans I used to work with too at Target, man. I was working at Target at the time. Man, I work like, yeah, we got this game.
Listen. I remember this game because this adds to the legend of Deshaun Jackson. He was incredible, man.
And Michael Vick.
Yep.
Is that Riley Cooper in the back?
Yep.
So.
Races behind. 23. Who that? Who's 23?
No, that's Asante Samuel, ain't it?
No.
Asante Samuel was 22 or 21.
No, Asante Samuel was 22.
Okay.
Probably some special teams player.
No, 23. I should know who that is.
I should know who it was too.
Yeah, I should know who that is. 23.
He
I think
was.
that's that was the other corner that kept getting burnt.
Not Al Harris.
I got one for
No,
you.
it ain't Al Harris. No, Al Harris was long gone by then. We
Uh,
only had Al Harris
You
for a
gonna
little
do
bit
this on
though.
Giants and Eagles week?
oh, this is disrespectful.
Yeah,
This is disrespectful.
doesn't remember this.
Man, Ennis was at Ford Field.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember no final score though. You know, that's why I understand why people put him on that pedestal. Because this shit right here with 3 people on him, it was some coverages I seen him in. I ain't never seen other wide receivers.
He too big to be that fast, man. You
Man,
think
he ran a 4.3 and somebody else sneaks on the pro day, man.
right?
Yeah, that's his name, Demetrius Patterson. That is his name.
Okay.
Yo, he kept getting burnt, yo.
Okay.
Took you a while to Google that, dog, didn't it? Tell you.
And he got the Google right here with the 31-30 Lions Week 8, 2013. All these around the same time, BJ.
Yeah.
Somebody would have told me back then, you should do a podcast. Or blogging. My fault. It was called blogging back then. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
It was called blogging.
Overrated. 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 Now, listen, I'm not the biggest Cameron Johnson fan. He is not overrated.
I don't think he's top 5 ever though.
He's top 15. If he'd have played more, he'd be the top 5.
I
If he'd have
think
played
he's top
more.
15.
He played in Detroit. It's not his fault.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
He to be honest with you, yo, I argue this always. He's not better than Antonio Brown in Antonio Brown's prime. No. But I'll tell you this. He's a bigger Randy Moss. He's like T.O. and Randy Moss put together. Like
He's as fast as Randy, but he's as strong as T.O.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Yeah. Way overrated. You tripping. You couldn't stick him.
All right, this is the last one. It's the last one.
You would put this in.
I don't remember this game. What's this game?
Don't worry about it. Kilo remember this shit.
You remember this?
And I know this game wasn't in Minnesota.
It definitely was that crazy ass snow game. Toby Gayhart, that touchdown right up the middle. Cordell Patterson, the screen on the right side. It was like they scored 4 touchdowns within a
I think it was like 5 touchdowns in 90 seconds. That shit was ridiculous, yo.
Like I think what happened was Toby Gayhart, he took it up the middle for like 40-something yards, and then Jacoby Jones took the kick return back, and then the next play, Cordell Patterson took a screen and shook the shit out Matt Elam. And then this was in the back of the end zone, Joe Flacco, the Marlon Brown. This was a good ass game.
I don't remember this game. I don't remember this game at all. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't remember that game at all either.
Yeah.
I know it was in Baltimore though.
Hey, Dalton, Dalton, listen, I was defending you, Dalton, but I'll be damned, Dalton. I was defending the shit out you, Dalton, like you knew your stats and shit, Dalton, but I'll be damned.
I remember this game.
You got all 2013. What you can't put no Broncos stuff up there?
I gave you
Great Bronco.
Hey, Sam's, correct me wrong.
No, I'm talking about the year we got smoked in the Super Bowl. It don't matter.
Go ahead, Kilo.
Then Adrian Peterson, he got hurt early on in this game. That's what
I really don't remember this game. Yeah.
I remember this.
This was the one when Dennis Pitta came back. Remember Dennis Pitta came back, and as soon as he got out
Who's the quarterback for Minnesota? Was it Teddy Bridgewater?
No, this was Christian Ponder.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I remember Christian Ponder. Fucking trash.
Minnesota had a slew of badass quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
No matter if they draft them or if they get them off free agency.
But they can draft. They draft everything else. Always pretty good.
No, they said it was Matt Castle.
All right, Derek. Since you're here, Derek, I got a question, Derek. These are the favorites for the Broncos' next head coaching job. Who would you prefer, sir?
You know who I want. Come on now. Who I've been talking about for the last 3 years? Sean Payton. I wanted Sean Payton, and I wanted Drew Brees to finish his career in Denver, just like Peyton Manning did. I don't know why we even try to go after him. It would have been perfect.
Derek, let me keep it real with you. Everybody think Jim Harbaugh going to Michigan. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to the Indianapolis Colts where he used to play at.
It makes sense. I was asking for him before he left to go to college.
I don't think Jim Harbaugh should take another chance in the NFL.
Why not?
If he get everything that he wants, and being the fact he going to the Colts, you see they just gave a job to Jeff Saturday, so you know they desperate.
And I like the team he had when he was with San Fran. Now that was what 10, 11 years ago, but
how many? It's just I don't know. It just don't happen historically. How many coaches leave the NFL, go straight to college, and then go back to the NFL? I don't.
It doesn't really happen, but it probably has happened though.
I mean, Pete Carroll was an assistant. I think it's.
Yeah, I was about to say. Pete Carroll's the most successful.
Listen, if Sean Payton brings in Vic Fangio as the coordinator, I to be honest with you, I like Juro. I think he's a pretty good defensive coordinator. I think he's one of the best in the league right now. But I mean, he will be good somewhere else. So listen, as long as Sean Payton's here, I don't give a damn who he brings as the coordinator. I would keep the guy we have, but
don't let Sean Payton have a bad coaching year. Oh Lord.
Oh no, that was the last thing we needed. But I think we do need a savvy quarterback coach. We do. We'll see. I'm hoping it could be either one of these three. But I want Eric Bieniemy. That's what I want. To be honest with you, I want Eric Bieniemy. I want him to get his first coaching job.
Everybody's shopping for him right now.
Yeah, he should have had a job.
Yeah.
Well, not Dalton. He right. He was a good defensive coordinator. Justin Simmons was a beast with him. But I mean, it is what it is.
All right, so rank them.
Oh, it's easy.
And then he say, he said it's
one
easy.
is Derek Carr. 2 is Tannehill, 3 is Jones, and 4 is Stafford.
You mean Mayfield?
That's Baker.
That's
I
Baker.
mean, Baker. I said, sorry, Baker. Yeah, Baker's last. Jones about to make the playoffs.
I'm going DJ first. DJ
not better than Derek Carr. DJ not better than Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. Hey, DJ ain't get benched though. DJ ain't get benched though.
Well, Derek Carr been in the playoffs. Derek Carr been in the playoffs.
Carr got parked in the lot, so I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm going Derek Carr too. I'm gonna go with Baker Mayfield my 3 and Ryan Tannehill.
Damn, Tannehill is worse than Mayfield.
I think Tannehill is the
right
worst
now,
coach
but
up here. I do think Tannehill is the worst coach up here.
We don't know yet, Sharon, until we see him. We don't know yet. But all right, we'll know. Give the black man a chance.
I think Tannehill is the worst coach up here. I'll take either Danny Dimes or Baker first. I don't know why. I put this post up about the Ravens and asking him what we should do about Lamar based on everything, all the information we have. And everybody keeps saying trade Lamar for Derek Carr. Like, what type of sense does that make? Like, that's going ass backwards.
Well, that's why somebody don't watch football.
I mean, there's multiple people said that shit. They keep saying it.
I'm gonna tell you something now. The style of the play, the play style of the Ravens won't fit Derek Carr. I can tell you that now, and it's not going to change overnight. Everybody's seen Greg Roman track list. He is the pop. Trade that nigga out of there. Excuse me, language. Trade him out of there. Greg Roman is trash, yo. So I've been saying it. I've been saying this the past 3 years, bro, he is trash. I don't even care about that MVP year. His offense is predictable.
All right, so not to focus on negativity. I guess well, not negativity, but the sadness of what happened on Monday night.
Yeah.
Because that shit was crazy, wild situation, like, and it affected everybody differently, and everybody got their own thoughts and opinions of what should happen, what they should do, what they shouldn't do, and everything like that. But business aspect of it is not coming into question. Everybody is wishing well, hoping he recover and things like that, and that's 100% fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, it's a business, you know what I mean? And people don't really want to talk about that part. I think there's a lot of question marks surrounding this one incident. What happens next? Like, it's a lot of cover ups, and people were saying this, that, and the third. What happens next?
I believe they should let this season.
Hold on. Relax. Calm down, killer. Calm down. Fantasy football, right? The betting of the game, right? Do they play? Don't they play? The game being restarted, canceled, or just swept under the rug all around the board, right? You have all those questions. Then you also got to look at next week. Do people not go as hard because it's in the front of their head now of what could possibly happen? So you got them players who don't care. They just they run straight through a brick wall. And then you got somebody coming across the middle that's thinking about it and thinking they can hit, and then they get their head knocked off because they're not going to that. I think it's just a lot of question marks surrounding this. To the Skip Bayless comments, Bart Scott comments, like, I don't know what the hell wrong with people these days.
I want to chime in on the part with how the players feel at effort, with playing this game. So, I mean, from a coaching aspect, we all was brought up on football. We was all taught when we was young. Football is a dangerous sport, bro.
100%.
Football's, in my opinion, the most dangerous sport. Not paid enough, but we all sit up there and know that when we play the game of football, anything is possible. Anything can happen. Like Herm Edwards said in a video, he said that when you grow up and you want to become a football player, being a football player is not a career, an opportunity. Because meaning that your opportunity can cut short off of anything. It can stop at high school, it can stop at youth, it can stop in the college, it can stop at pros. Anything's possible. It's the dangers of this game. Anything can happen, but I still look at it as we won't really know anything till it happens. Everybody's putting that theory behind the whole situation of T. Higgins hitting directly in the chest with his shoulder pad, but I don't think
that wasn't even like, that's regular football. Like,
That's
he was
football,
trying to
bro.
get an extra 2-3 yards.
That's football, bro.
So it wasn't that bad. It was just a freak accident.
It's a free accident, but I think we have to look at it. It'll scare you. And I think what happens is, like Stephen A was talking about it today. He was saying, like, they should let the season play out and then set aside a week for that game to finish. Started at 7-3, and then have them play the game out, win or lose. Because it's to be honest with you, if Buffalo wins, they move to 2 or 1 or something like that, right? And then if Cincinnati wins, Buffalo moves down to 3, right?
I'll look at the
Cincinnati win, they go number 1 seed, and then our game this weekend don't matter. But if Cincinnati would have lost, then the Ravens and Bengals game matter, because now we're playing for the division. The Chiefs are still in the hunt for the number 1 seed, so that does come into play on the business aspect of it.
All right, y'all.
No, I don't see it as an accident. As I don't see no no reason to point at T. Higgins. It's just something that happened. We're playing football. Nobody
Right.
intentionally do anything. Just playing football. And then the
Right.
crazy part, the tackle, the shoulder pad, it didn't look sufficient enough for something to happen. I'd rather wait till we get actual full results instead of everybody putting that theory behind the shit. That's the part that's frustrating.
Well, they already said that when he hit him, it was, I guess, however his heart was beating, it just just changed it, and that's what happened. That's what the doctor said. They already came out and said that, but still, you know what I mean. End of the day, but he had a toy drive. I think that's what it is. Toy drive. He was trying to
He
do.
was raising money for a toy drive. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get $2,500.
$2 million.
He had 10,000 in it. Now, what is it? What is it? 7?
6 now. 6 million. Probably at 7 now.
Yeah, probably close to
Last time
$7
I checked, it
million.
was 6. Yeah.
$7 million. Listen.
Shout out to Sharon though. I was watching the show last night. Talking it was Tuesday. She made a great point. And that you mentioned that the toy drive thing. You know, like you said, he was trying to raise money for I think since last year for this toy drive, and he had about how much you say he had about like 25.
He had about 10,000 in it.
Yeah. But you know, after what happened on Monday, it shoot up to what now? Last time I checked was 6 million, probably 7 million now. Yeah, like don't wait, and we do this as a community, as people, as we wait till somebody, you know, go through something, pass away to give them their flowers. Like, I mean, like, don't wait later. What's the name? Like, this dude been doing something good for the community. You know, give him his flowers. Give him, you know, support it. Now, don't wait till it happened to. She made a good point last night about it, man. We do that with music too. With Pop, when Pop Smoke passed away, they played his music when y'all was not spitting it like that. They do that with artists. They do that with artists all the time, and it's just like, come on, let's celebrate these people while they're here. Give them their flowers while they're here.
Yeah, life's short, man. Life's short.
Yeah, so it was one interview when a guy went off. It was like an 8-minute and he was saying that his contract is set up for him to get like 800,000. So if he don't play again, or he need extensive medical care, he in trouble financially.
And BJ, that was another thing I seen. Shout out to Dominic Foxworth that used to play cornerback for the Denver Broncos. He made a good point yesterday on the Get Up show. He was like, that's why when they get at that table, when they doing these contract negotiations with the NFL, with the owners, that's why they ask for these guaranteed money. Like, this dude is only in his second year in the league, and like, he don't have a guaranteed contract. He don't have nothing to lean on. Like these players every Sunday, every week, they're putting their life on the line.
Yeah. What did I say? What I said, Jim? Fucking the most dangerous sport is underpaid. Most dangerous sport, but underpaid. They don't pay nobody.
To entertain people. You know, entertain people. They're putting their life on the line. And like Kilo said, man, you might have some players that, you know, like BJ, you said, have some players second guessing themselves going out there. I'm saying, because every player is now thinking that could be me.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know 5 of my kids ain't playing football no more. I already talked to the parents. 5 of my kids ain't playing football no more. I already know it. Surely, listen, them phone calls came in.
So it's crazy. This game was probably gonna be the most watched game this season.
Right.
Then you had, when this event happened, you had people that was not watching football at the time involved. This made headline news.
Right.
Like, It's crazy, man. Nobody. This is something that we never seen happen before.
Well, I think it wasn't to the point where his heart stopped.
Yeah, it was a player that did die on the field. This was back in the 70s. They say 1971. I'm mistaken, Detroit Lion wide receiver. I forgot the name. We said the name on the show yesterday. But in this recent time,
you had a player at the University of Maryland who passed away in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, for the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah.
Corey Stringer.
Yeah. And to be so young at 24, you know what I'm saying? These dudes in the best shape in the entire planet. They one of the best shape people, the athletes.
Yeah.
And you know that freak accident that happened. I ain't gonna lie. Coach, I don't want to play the last game. I'll play the playoffs, but I don't want to play this last game. I'm still shooken up. And then what the coach want to say to me?
Honestly, I wasn't watching the game. Was the Bengals in was they doing hurry up plays? You know, that's tough.
Nah, it was just a freak accident.
Yeah, it was not hurry up. It was not hurry up offense.
You said it wasn't?
It wasn't. No, it was just they went to the next play, and and it like BJ said, man, it looks so when it happened, when you see it full speed, it looks so normal, like a regular football tackle.
Yeah, it was just a regular tackle. He was trying to get them extra 2-3 yards.
But when you look at it, really look at it, the shoulder pass did, go into the.
I mean, that's every play though, because that one play got slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was a big game. They're fighting for number 1 seed. You had to come strong.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't I don't know. I just think it was a freak accident. One in a million.
Yeah.
But that 1 in a million happened on the biggest stage with all the people watching, with one of the biggest games. You know what I mean? This wasn't no 10,000 people watching. This was more of a 10 million people watching. And then once it got word it happened, that 10 million went to 100 million people watching real quick. And now everybody want to see. And you talking about a kid down on the field for 8 minutes with no air. It was just wild. And what made it worse, we was in the group chat talking, and once we saw Josh Allen's face, he was
that's what got me. Josh Allen face and Diggs starts crying. Then you see Tre'Davious White just breaking down crying. I'm like, okay, this is not normal. Like something really just happened on that field. And we still went. And it was so awkward because you got Troy Aikman and Joe Buck calling the game. They don't know what's going on. They went to
they kept taking. I was listening to it on the radio. They just kept taking commercial breaks.
And it was the communication part too. We're gonna talk about. We should talk about that too.
NFL, that 5-minute shit.
That 5 minutes. Somebody NFL say they did not make the call. Troy Vincent. That
was really trying to have them about play. And the scared of this man almost losing his life. That's crazy.
So, could that have been the case because they didn't know how bad it was? So they just made the phone call. Hey, give him 5 minutes and let's get the show on the road.
Yeah,
because that's crazy.
Even somebody made that call because you see Joe Burrow warming up. You see Diggs trying to fire up his
Joe Burrow. That's
bro. Then Dak Taylor had to look at across the field and look at Sean McDermott did not look like he could coach anymore. He still looked like he was still going through it. You can see it in his face. He's still going through it. I'm like, they need to call this game.
Right.
So I had a conversation with somebody who don't really watch football. Mm-hmm. They just turn it on now and then. And they was like, the game got postponed because one player got hurt. And I was like, it wasn't that simple. The player got hurt and then they lost his life on the football field. And he was like, but it was one player. How many players just get hurt? No, it's not that, sir. It's emotional. You mentally not there no more. You go out there, you try to run, and you're gonna hurt yourself. Somebody gonna knock your head off or something. You're gonna slip, fall. It's just not.
You're not focused. That's the point. And you can really hurt somebody when you're not focused.
Yeah, man. Hurt yourself.
Right. What if you injure yourself because you're not focused, or you tear something because you wasn't paying attention? You get blindsided.
That part.
I'm not throwing a football anymore until I know that guy's okay. If he'd have walked on his own, because I thought he was gonna get up and just walk off. But once I seen like, oh, this is over an hour and this dude's not getting up. It's 45 minutes to an hour. I said, we in trouble. We might see somebody die for the first time in forever.
Derek called me. Derek called me. Fucking.
Listen, because I seen your post. I was like, I said, he's like, yo, man, I don't think he's getting up, yo. So Sharita was right there next to me. I'm like, yo, this is serious. And Skip Bayless, he's a jerk because you don't say stuff like that. You wait to the next day and then you might give it a different opinion.
But so I think what he said was taken out of context. Like,
no, you're professional. You know better. You know better. You know better.
And that is 100% true. Like he been in the game too long. But I just don't think he meant like to be disrespectful with it.
If I was Shannon Sharp, I'd be like, I don't want to go on the next day because I don't want to be nowhere near that bombshell.
He didn't show up.
DJ, it's a time and a place to say certain stuff. And that moment in time, you should just, if you don't have nothing to say nice, like a prayer, sending your prayers out.
Skip the first person to say, oh, don't press send. You jerk. Like, man, I can't stand him now. I can't stand him now. After that, I'm done.
They said the Ravens and Bengals will play at 1:00, but there's still no word on the Bills and Patriots game. And 100% understand, like, you don't know where everybody head is.
Yo.
I don't know. So, Dennis, did they ever do anything about the fantasy football yet?
No. Nothing has been done at all.
So
I've been talking to, and it's not just my league. I'm talking to other league managers.
I'm a league manager.
They don't know what to do.
I'm going through it right now.
Y'all ain't shit, man. This dude about to die. That's how much I'm fantasy league.
No, but I mean, it's not that about that. But I mean, at this point, he's getting himself back together. So now, it's some guys out there is like, do you split the pot?
Because all right, so at the end of the day, Derek is the business aspect. People got money on the line.
Yeah, I know. But let's mention that he is, they say he's getting better though.
He's not getting better. He can barely breathe. He can't breathe. He can't breathe by himself.
Yes, he can. He's breathing up to 50% on his own.
Yes,
that's better than you need help 100%.
Yeah,
you're making progress.
Listen, what's the ball for the Steelers? Shazier, didn't he get injured really bad? He was paralyzed, right?
And that was the same exact field, wasn't it?
Hey, yo,
same field. I said that. I said that when we was watching.
Why does it seem like it's always on that field? We see the craziest hits. People stretched out, laid out.
I said that night. I said, yo, Cincinnati need a new field. And I think it was me and Zara. Zara was like,
time this year.
Zara was sitting there was like, so 2 people get injured on this field, and you think they need a new field? I said, it ain't just them 2. I said, people are getting injured on this field, and it's been crazy.
I think once the team reaches a point where they get to the Super Bowl, the owners should start looking into a better field. The Eagles, the Veterans Stadium was horrible. Thank God they blew that thing up.
We didn't get to no point.
That was it. Y'all started winning. Once y'all got rid of it, once y'all had the link, that's when y'all really started winning.
We was winning before the link, sir.
Were you? You won your 2 seasons.
I'm not about to sit here and break down the 2 seasons we were winning before that. Let me just break it. I'm just going to let you think about it.
Tampa closed y'all down, man. Tampa closed y'all down.
Tampa closed down, and the year before that, we lost to the Rams in the NFC.
Yeah. So that once y'all got the link,
sir. In all honesty, we were winning before the field.
Y'all didn't win a championship till y'all had the link.
They ain't winning 5 years ago. That don't even make sense, Derek.
All right. So let's go to June's court real quick because I want to. Oh, before we get to June's court, June, let me play this real quick. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be flagged.
Fendo, jumper.
He had to get in.
You don't see him dunk that often, though.
Out straight Jersey. That Jersey came out on Jersey.
Oh my God.
This is not a test. Repeat, this is not.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Oh, man, did you see me?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jones Court. Man, we had only 3 games on the schedule last night. You had the Washington Wizards against the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know about what's going on this week, early on in the week, but these players are dropping points. Giannis had a big game last night, 55 points, 10 rebounds to lead his team to a victory over the Washington Wizards, who didn't have Bradley Beal. But oh man, like I said, it was definitely a good game, man. I watched the end of it, and Giannis is doing big things, man. And we're gonna talk about more about Giannis later on June's court, but that 55, man, double nickel, man, definitely. And this is his 3rd straight 40-point game.
Yeah.
3rd straight 40-point game. So definitely got to add that up to there. This was the surprising score last night. OKC put 150 points on a Boston team that had all their players out there. And
that's the NBA for you. When you don't come to play,
they have their best player and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Listen, when you don't, they had 5 guys scoring 20 points, and then Marcus Smart he got bounced for the game because they knew they didn't come to play. When you don't come to play, the other team gonna pick up one and they're gonna take advantage of it. I was watching it myself, and I said, how do they let them put 150 points on them? But this era, man, it's undisciplined. There's no way in the world y'all are defending, Eastern Conference, champions, and like, hey, you got to come to play every night, man. These young boys is hungry.
Yeah, man. 150, man. I don't know what happened to Boston, man. Boston, I've been coming on here every Wednesday, and talking about Boston as one of the top teams in the NBA.
They are.
Yeah, they are, but they slipping and falling, man. They definitely slipping and falling.
Games like these games where you play to your competition. Pop used to do it all the time with San Antonio, and there were games where you just don't come to play, and Boston they come to play. So what's saying them? And they didn't even have, as you said, FGA didn't even play yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much from the West. When they came from the West Coast trip, they haven't been the same, So yeah. But the most interesting game of the night was the Sacramento Kings, up and coming team, man. Watch out for the Sacramento Kings, man. Utah Jazz 117-115. De'Aaron Fox 37 points, hitting the game winner in this game. But the funny thing about this game, Utah Jazz power forward Lauren Marketing hit a buzzer beater to help 3-point shot buzzer beater. Help his team to win the game, but he just didn't release it in time.
Happy New Year.
They gave Sacramento they took the basket off and gave Sacramento the win. So Sacramento definitely one of the teams to watch out for. Yeah, OG leading the West Pacific right now. That says a lot, man. When you have a Golden State and the Phoenix Suns in that division, it says a lot. Watch out for the Kings, man. They are 20-16 right now. Record, and they're I think in like the 7th spot in the West right now. But they could be moving up real soon, man. They definitely could be moving up real soon. So on Monday, you know, even though everything stopped on Monday because of the football game and what happened, the events that happened in the football game, while that was going on, history was being made in
Yes, it
Cleveland.
was.
Donovan Mitchell dropped 71 points against the Chicago Bulls to lead his team to 145 to 134 overtime win. And oh man, when I see this, I get mad a little bit, and I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Because they were supposed to be in New York.
My nigga supposed to have this dude in the backcourt with Jalen Brunson, but they were scared to pull the trigger. The trade RJ Barrett, a couple of players, and trade all he picks for this guy, man. And I'm like, come on, y'all. We need this at the Garden. We need a player like Donovan at the Garden. And that's what I know he's capable of doing, man. We missed out on Donovan Mitchell in the draft because Phil Jackson was being lazy, not scouting these players, and wanted to scout international players. Drafted Frank Ntilikina over Donovan Mitchell, and he's not even on the roster no more. And now we had a second chance to get Donovan Mitchell, and they didn't want to pull the trigger to make the trade for Donovan Mitchell. But 71 points. I think this is the ninth most points that were scored in a regular season game. I think he's the 8th player to do it, to score 70 points, to join the 70 club. So it was definitely cool to see him with the sign right there. Emulate the late Wilt Chamberlain when he hit the 100 points. So shout out to Spider, man. Definitely a good look for Spider.
Two of those guys are Spurs. Just want y'all to know that. I think George Gervin did it like twice, and Dave Robinson did it once. Devin Booker scored 70 or in a loss, right?
Yeah, to the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm skipping the something. BJ?
No, yo, you ain't gotta check my motherfucking work.
Nah, I know you good.
You know what? Hey, Dennis, you've been promoted. You in charge of Junior's Court now.
No.
Right there. Oh, damn, man. Yeah, Kobe definitely still not Kobe 81.
I didn't watch Kobe's 81, but I did watch. I watched Devin Booker 70. I watched Donovan Mitchell put up 71, and I watched David Robinson. And that was on a humbug that I seen that David Robinson shit.
Wow. After my man Donovan Mitchell dropped 71, later on that night, Clay Thompson went off out in the West Coast and dropped 54 points against the Atlanta Hawks. Like I said, it was a lot of scoring that night, man. Clay being Clay, he's been inconsistent this year with his play. You see games like this, then he'll go in a couple of games where he's not giving you that scoring that scoring that we used to see him doing before the injury. But he went off the night scoring 54 points to lead his team to an overtime win over the Atlanta Hawks. So, like I said, it was a lot of scoring going on Monday night. Embiid also went off that same night, scoring 42 points against the New Orleans Pelicans. So, like I said, it was a lot of scoring, man. A lot of scoring going on in the association on Monday night, man.
The MVP race right now is Luka, 1. 2, it's I think it's Giannis.
Jason Tatum. He was damn Giannis.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, Jason Tatum. And then Giannis.
And Giannis is the Joker. Joker is 3.
You know I can't stand him.
Oh, well, you got to respect this game, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Best passing big man in the building.
I'm getting tired of hearing that, too.
Change it, June.
Yeah, no, it's not a lot of.
23.
Huh?
That man come down court
Right there.
And play point center.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Jersey. All right. You know, this is a new segment. Now adding the Jones Court, and it's the new year, and we in 2023. Let's get this one out the way.
MJ.
The best NBA player to don the number 23.
MJ.
And people in the comments could join in on this.
MJ.
Give me your top 3 players to wear this particular number in the NBA.
It doesn't matter, like he said.
MJ.
I said top 3. Everybody knows
MJ,
who's one.
LeBron.
Everybody gets stuck at number 3. And that's
yeah.
It's
I'm
so
stuck
many.
like Chuck. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm stuck like Chuck right now.
Who you got, June?
Jason Richardson. Jason Richardson.
Nah.
No.
But I like that one, Kilo. I'm gonna tell you why.
Jason Richardson might be the underrated player. But third best player to wear 23.
Come on, Dan.
And I should know this shit too. That's the bad part.
Yeah, from Philly, and I should have had him as my underrated player. But
and he's from Philly.
Yeah, I think this player is from Philly, right? If I'm not mistaken. That dawn the number 23.
You're gonna have to go ahead and reveal it. I gotta see this one.
Jimmy Butler.
This is my top 3 right here.
Jimmy Butler.
This is my top.
Oh, Mark Aguirre. Okay.
Mark Aguirre, for the people in the early 80s. This dude was a bad. Well, when he got to the Pistons, he was late in his career.
Is Mark from Philly?
He's not from Philly.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you who the player you missing. But he probably not from Philly though. Dan. Now I'm thinking about it. He just played for that team. He probably not from Philly. But I'll tell you.
Well, then I think I know who you talking about. You talking about Lemon Pepper Lou?
Yeah. That's what's 2 years old when Mark was. I know, but I follow the NBA and I follow all these documentaries, and they say Mark was a bad dude, especially when he was playing for the Dallas Mavericks. They gave the Los Angeles Lakers fits in the 80s.
But Mark, I think it's Mark and Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson are all good friends.
Yeah.
They worked out together in the summertime.
So, Lou from Georgia. All right, my bad.
Yeah, Lou from Georgia.
I'm talking about Lou Williams.
Yeah, Lemon Pepper Lou.
Yeah.
So, these are my top three players that dawn the number 23. I see Sharon say Marcus Camby. Definitely one of the players that I seen that they had up there as one of the top players to wear the number 23. Had a great career with the Knicks, Denver. So Marcus Camby is definitely a good one. I don't know if y'all remember Kevin Martin.
Yeah, K. Martin.
I remember K.
Martin. He played on some bad teams out in Sacramento and Houston, but he was definitely a good scorer. So, But Kilo, going to my underrated player was Jay Rich, for sure. I definitely had him up there. Jay Rich definitely was everybody will know him for being that dunker. You know, he won he won back-to-back slam dunk contests, right? Back-to-back slam dunk contests.
He shoot threes real good too.
Definitely can shoot. That's what everyone's saying. But definitely can shoot. I had him up there, Jeremy, but he only wore that. He wore that number when he started playing for.
Oh, Draymond.
Draymond Green.
Draymond should be one. One of them.
Anthony Davis.
I ain't doing
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Now that's a you see, because he wearing 3 now. with the Lakers. He won his championship with the Lakers. So I'm like 23. He had his best numbers with the Pelicans, but that's why I ain't want to put him up there as a top 3. Because
Jimmy Butler only wore 23 for a couple. Well, with us, shit.
Yeah. Alex English, I did have him up there, but he's well known for wearing number 2 in Denver.
Calvin Murphy.
Yeah.
Calvin Murphy was another one that you could put up there. What's the name? So, but the best player that's wearing the number 23 in today's game is Draymond Green. When and you see the 4 titles right there, you know, a lot of people would probably say, a lot of people out here are always calling this guy a bum, but he played a big part of what they do in Golden State defensively and starting the offense sometimes.
LeBron, I guess.
LeBron wears 6.
I know it's 6 now, but I'm just saying when he worked wearing 23.
23, yeah.
Yeah, but he don't wear it now.
He don't wear it now. So I'm going by the current player that's wearing the current number. So, all right. So I added another number to this, and this is gonna probably start some controversy because
don't do it.
Nah, I ain't doing it yet. I am not doing the 0 yet.
All right,
I'm gonna wait for another day.
34. I got 3 players real quick.
34 gonna start. It's a lot of great players.
Who's the 3rd best player to wear the number though?
There's a lot of people you can put up there.
I'm only put. Listen, I'm going tough, yo. I'm going Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon, and then I'm going to go Paul Pierce.
Ooh, good one.
I gotta throw Ray Allen in mind. Gotta throw Ray in mind.
Ray Allen did wear that number with the Bucks in the 7th. Y'all missing a player though, man. Y'all missing somebody, huh?
Who we missing that ain't top 75?
Said top 75?
Oh, Sir Charles Barkley.
I just said Charles.
I didn't hear you say Charles.
Yeah, but both Charles. Oakley was known for the hands. Oakley was known for the hands.
Yeah, Oakley is definitely up there. But these are my top 3. They're doing the number 34.
Did Giannis wear 34?
Yeah, Giannis. Yeah.
I will wait till his career is over to see where he'll rank.
Yeah, but he's the best number 34 right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
I definitely have him up there. My underrated player. Not my underrated. He's not my underrated player. But Paul Pierce was right there as my number 4, though. Right there. That's why
that's my man. Stab.
Yeah.
Would you consider him be underrated just because he's outside? Is it because he's outside the list?
Yeah, because he ain't. I mean, technically, he's not better than Barkley, Hakeem, or Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit there and say that, but he is one of my favorite 34s.
Yeah, and he didn't win that title till they got Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen there. He was knocking at the door for so many years, but the Nets kept eliminating them guys out the playoff down when they had Jason Kidd and those guys over there. But Paul Pierce definitely.
That's when they had that fucking 33-point comeback.
Oh yeah, who
that shit was crazy.
Was that Memorial Day? Oh, that was
no, that was a playoff game.
I know, but was it the Memorial Day weekend that happened? I believe so. But no. This the guy is my underrated player. Y'all remember this guy?
Oh wow, shit, yeah.
J.R. Ryder, yo.
J.R. fucking Ryder. You know how I remember J.R. Ryder? He's the first face I see when Allen Iverson steps over fucking Coach Lou.
Oh yeah, because he was on the Lakers.
He's the first face you see when he steps over Coach Lou.
Yeah, he was on his back end of his career right there. But JR was definitely one of the top scorers, man. At the time, they were so young. When he was with the Timberwolves, when they just drafted Kevin Garnett, and did he play with Stephon Marbury or did he get traded?
He was with Stephon Marbury.
Who was with Steph Marbury? Okay,
they had all 3 of them.
Yeah, it was Tom Gugliotta. It was Tom Gugliotta. It was Kevin Garnett and Steph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, can I go with Devin Harris moderated?
Yeah, Devin. Yep, right.
He had one All-Star under his belt. That ain't bad. He had one All-Star under his belt when he became a net.
Terry Cummins.
No fucking Terry Cummins. Fuck out of here.
Terry Cummins
was a beast. Oh, don't disrespect him. He was a beast back in the day. Ask Chris Webber.
Yeah.
a lot of the guys in the 90s that knew about Terry Cummins.
Hey, Derek. You kiss my ass, Derek.
Now, you say all you want. Yeah, I know.
I watched Terry Cummins play player. I said he wasn't better than Derek Cummins.
He wasn't a shitty player. He was not a shitty player.
Mentions, so on top three, my top three. If I have a top 5 list, it would definitely end with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen on there, though, for sure. And yeah, I said who the greatest player, the best player that's wearing donning that number right now, of course, is Giannis, with wearing the 34 right now in the league. So, yeah. So that's this week for jerseys. You know, I just wanted to add another extra one on there because I felt like 23 was gonna be easy. The number 23 was easy, and I was like 34. Definitely was gonna be a hard one. I was probably thinking about doing number 4 today because today is the 4th, but I might come back to that. There's not a lot of players, then. There's not a lot of players.
You still got Charles Barkley, don't you? Well, I don't know. You're gonna mention that, Charles.
Yeah, Houston Charles.
I don't know.
That's we like 34. We like the 34.
We forgot about Robert Parrish and Oscar Robertson.
You said what?
We forgot about Robert Parrish and Oscar Robertson. I'm looking at this. No, hold on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. No, that's something else. I apologize. That's on me. I'm sorry.
I think what number did Derek Coleman wear?
Derek Coleman wore 32, I think. Yeah,
44. He was 44.
44. Right.
I thought he wore 32 with the Nets.
44. All right. A lot of people are not talking about this. The Nets has won pulled 12 straight. You see BJ open up with that dunk from Kai earlier. They playing well, man. You know, ever since they made the change at with the head coach, the coach been. I don't know what they was thinking. The coach been in they building for like almost 6 years since when Kenny Atkinson was the coach. There, it been in the building. I don't know why they went out to go get Steve Nash, but the coach that they was looking for was sitting there all that time, and Jacques Vaughn. And remind y'all, this coach led them in the bubble, playing with players off the street at that time. You know, to a good record at the bubble, almost making the playoffs. You know, especially dealing with no KD that whole year and Kyrie out and out, not playing in the bubble. You know, so Jacques Vaughn is definitely doing a great job with these guys. Look like they got their roster together. They are healthy. Ben Simmons, looking like he's coming back to what we used to seeing how he was playing in Philly. A nice pickup in Royce O'Neal this year. I'm picking him up from Utah. Been a great addition to the team. Their bench is coming together. Another key player on their bench, Ty. I don't know if y'all remember Ty Warren. That used to play for the Pacers. He hadn't played basketball in 2 years. Last time we seen him play basketball was in a bubble when I think he dropped 50 points in a bubble in one game. So Ty Warren has come off the bench, the scoring.
Oh, TJ Warren.
TJ Warren. I keep saying Ty Warren. My bad. Thank you, Dan. TJ Warren. And Kyrie and Durant playing their best basketball right now, man. They're definitely playing their best basketball. Kyrie averaging over 25 points a game, and Durant hitting almost 30 points every game. And tonight, I believe, I can't get my hand who they're playing, but they're rolling, man, and they're right there. I think they are tied now for the number 1 spot in the East. Where a couple of last month, it was like dead, like at the 11th spot in the East.
Is this a better duo than than Durant and Westbrook?
No. Well, I mean, Kyrie is better skilled than Westbrook, but that's about it.
Yeah, because I think the Westbrook give you that little that defense side.
Yeah, the defense side. Kyrie ain't playing on defense.
Because them guys, when I look at this team, those two guys are right there to do all the scoring. Ben Simmons and Royce O'Neal is they defensive guys. Ain't Nick Claxton, I can't forget about him. Are they defensive guys to get them going?
Is this a top 5 scoring duo of all time? Could you put them up there?
Probably could, because these guys, both these guys could get 30 easy.
And they part of that 50-40-90 club too. Yeah. So yeah.
They've been getting that 30.
I think the only one better is Clay and Steph. Well, Steph and Clay, yeah.
They've been getting that 30 easy. So yeah. Hey, you had got the thing, BJ? The schedule? Nah.
Oh shit! No, I did. Oh, I must have fucked it up. My bad.
No, don't worry about it. All right. I'll probably. You know what? I could pull it up right here. Tonight's schedule, NBA games. I got it. Well, a couple of games are tipping off right now. You have the Grizzlies and the Hornets, the Suns and the Cavs tonight. Let's see what Donovan Mitchell, what he could do after that 71-point game. Philly and the Pacers playing down there in Philly right now. Then the Thunders and the Orlando Magic. At 7:30, you got the Knicks and the Spurs, Bucks and the Raptors. The Nets is actually playing the Bulls tonight in Chicago. That should be a interesting game. I see they could go for 13 straight. Trailblazers and the Timberwolves, the Rockets and the Pelicans. They got the Detroit Pistons visiting the Golden State Warriors. Then Miami visiting the Lakers. LeBron is not playing tonight. So it looks like it's going to be the Westbrook show out of LA. And then everything ends with the Atlanta Hawks visiting the Sacramento Kings. I got one more. Never mind. Jones scored. It's over.
Do you want to go to it or not?
Nah, I just the college. We could save it for next week.
All right. So let's get Derek in.
All right. So I picked these two teams for the verses because there's a lot of talk about James Harden's career and then Iverson's, and it's a lot of like shade on Iverson. Like Iverson wasn't the man at one point, and his impact in the NBA. So this is the closest Iverson's ever been to trying to win a championship. Everybody remember the 01 season. I was a hater. I ain't gonna lie. I was a hater because the Lakers just swept us at 01. This 2018 Rockets team took the Warriors to 7 games, and he was that close from getting to his first championship. A team that he led, him and Chris Paul.
Right.
So
that was his best shot to ever win a championship.
Yeah, that was his last. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. And we thought it was the redeem joint going when he went to the Nets. So he's going to try again with the Sixers. But James Harden has to win a championship, and then we could say, oh yeah, he's a top 10, top 15 player all time. But we know he
2018 team, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And they played the Raptors that year in the championship, right?
Yeah, no, and what?
2018. Yeah, no, he didn't. Okay, no. They played the Cavs. They played the Cavs again. They played that bad Cavs team where he had
LeBron had 50 something in the first game. Yeah, that was JR. That was JR screw up. Yeah, but look at the what's the name? Carmelo Anthony's on this Rockets team.
Yeah.
You had Carmelo Anthony?
He wasn't on the team. He got cut.
Oh wow.
He got cut that year. So you got the beginning of the year roster.
Okay. So when he went to Portland?
No, he just got cut and he sat out for 2 years. Then he went to Portland.
Okay. He didn't win one with the Lakers, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay. The Dikembe Mutombo, Theo Ratliff. Theo Ratliff played majority of that season.
Yeah, then they traded Theo for the Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah. Yeah, Vernon Maxwell on that team, George Lynch, Tony Kukoc. Well, it would. I think we can't, like, he's a choke artist in the playoffs. I'm the hugest Harden critic. Like I think I'll hate on Jokic.
Who said that? Who said he would be top 15?
He'll be top 15. If offensively he'd be top 15. He'll be top 15. Offensively, he'd be top 15.
Hard?
All right, yeah, if he wins a chip, he'll be top 15 offensively. Offensive players, yeah, you have to put him up there.
I don't think he'd be top 15 offensively.
Who will be better than him? Name 14 guys in the modern era offensively that's better than him.
I ain't no modern era. We naming 14 guys. Now you want me to go
all right, name 14 guys that's better than him, and you can't name Jordan. And Kobe.
That's one of the. Okay, so I got to name 13 more then, right?
Okay.
All right, so I can't name Jordan, so I can name Kobe.
All right, that's a given though. I said Jordan or Kobe.
Now, what do you mean offensively better? Do you mean they just score more points?
And then back, he's a playmaker. Hold on, he's a playmaker. He has handle. He can shoot.
We could talk about that all time.
All time. All time.
Offensively, all time we could have that. But all time player? I thought you was putting them.
Hey, they gonna name him. Hey, matter of fact, y'all can name him in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can name him as y'all just said. Offensively, he is a top 15. Name 15 offensive guys is better than him.
Better than James Harden. Because to be honest with you, AI is better than him, but offensively, I'm gonna go. He's the better shooter than AI. AI is better than James Harden. I'm not even gonna argue that, but he's the better shooter. Harden's the better shooter. He's the better shooter. Harden's not better shooter than Iverson.
That one might.
I didn't say score. I said shooter. And even then, Harden can score. I'm not saying he scored better than Iverson, but he ain't that far from behind him. I'm the biggest James Harden critic. He chokes in the playoffs, but we can't ignore the stretch he had. He has what, two or one or two scoring titles?
Well,
and he put up 11 assists. And he put up 11 assists.
In my top 5
all time.
Yeah,
I didn't go that far. I don't think he's top 5 all time.
My top 5 all time players don't play defense.
Top 20 all time.
Oh, who can't play defense? Say
that.
No. But I only did this because it seems like lately it's been a lot of Iverson like critics like, oh, Iverson was just this. His impact in the league was crazy. And of course, James Harden was nowhere near Iverson as far as impact. But for like 3 years, Harden was a problem.
I'm sorry. Miss Chocolate Writer. Talk your shit.
I think he'll go down. Right now, he'll go down. He's a top 30 player. He could move up to top 20 before he quits, before he retires. But he's a top 30 player. I'll give him that. The only thing is he hasn't won a championship. He won an MVP. Didn't he lead the league in assists?
So you're saying James Harden is the better per scorer?
He's a better shooter because Iverson can score with the best of them. I'm like, Iverson got 4 scoring titles at 5'11", so that's disrespectful to say that James Harden's a better scorer. No, but
okay, so as of right now, James Harden is 27th in all-time scoring. He's 27.
He's 27.
Okay, and Iverson is 26, and James Harden has played more games than Iverson.
Okay. Well, as I said, he's the better. Iverson's the better scorer, but I got James Harden the better shooter. The only critique we can have against two critiques is that he don't play defense. He's not. He's a poor defender, and he chokes in the playoffs. He has choked in the playoffs, but he came close that 2018 year. That was his closest shot to beating a pretty good Warriors team. So.
She said he didn't deserve to win the MVP that year.
What year was that? He would have.
I remember he got snubbed from one.
I don't think he got snubbed. They're talking about the year Curry won the first one. I don't think he got snubbed that year.
He was never better than Curry. No, he's never been in Durant. You know he wasn't better than LeBron.
Yeah, I feel like he got snubbed that year. Zara saying the same thing too. I feel like he had better.
I don't think he got snubbed.
Listen, the season we're talking about, he had 27 points, 11 assists, and almost 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he was almost averaging a triple-double that year.
Triple-double, yeah. So if we can give it to Westbrook, why can't we give it to a better ball handler in James Harden?
Because that year Curry went the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
That was the
Curry that year.
No, well, as I said, but I only did this because that 01 Lakers team was unstoppable. That 2018 Warriors team was one of the best teams ever.
Assembled. Definitely.
So you got Durant, Clay, Steph. Like it's ridiculous. That's a tough squad, but they couldn't beat us in 2016. In James, he couldn't get it done when in the final minutes. He wasn't clutch to me.
Here we go.
Hey, yo, you find a way to put them Spurs in.
Find a way, yo. That's why I just say here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can't talk about modern basketball, but I'll talk about San Antonio. So I don't brag about it. We're the greatest lower medium market ever. But yeah, this is my verses. Of course, I got the Rockets because you got Chris Paul, and if he stayed healthy, I think they win the series against that Warriors team. Iverson didn't have a chance in this series against the Lakers. So
he still won a game though.
They'll lock some players down.
Harden handles the ball just as good as Iverson. I'm not gonna say it's better, but it's just as good. It's not worse.
One team will lock some players down on that team. It was probably one of the best defensive team of all time. That team.
The Sixers team?
Yes.
No, okay.
That team had to go through a lot, man.
Yeah. It did. He beat Toronto. He beat Vince Carter Toronto.
Let me start it off the right way. We had to go through Reggie Miller, Rose, and Mark Jackson and Rick Smiths and the boys.
Yeah.
Then we had to go to Toronto, and we had to play Vince Kennedy.
Yeah, he scored 60 against the Pacers, right? I think he scored 60 one of those games.
I don't know.
He scored 60 in that Pacers series against one of the games. I think it was the second or third.
Yo, they had some roughneck boys on that 01 team. George Lynch, guys that played defense.
George Lynch got injured. George Lynch got injured in the Bucks series, and the Bucks was fucking loaded. Sam Cassell, Ray Allen, and Big Dog. Come on, dog. The Bucks was fucking loaded.
You right, Tim Thomas. Yeah, you right.
Yeah, Tim Thomas and fucking they was loaded.
And to be honest with you, George Karl had them boys balling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was fucking like that was a team.
Yeah. So I just said it there.
Yeah.
We talked about Sam Cassell last week on the show.
Like Sam Cassell.
Yeah.
That was my bull.
I'm not disrespectful, but what I'm saying is
Bucks like Milwaukee, but like Sam Cassell. Y'all know that.
Listen, I'm not disrespectful, but I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at it like James Harden is not better than Iverson, but they almost beat that 2018. They took it to 7 games.
Hey.
Kilo's corner. Let's do it, Kilo.
No, this ain't even my segment.
Right? I thought it was. I thought we thought college football. I thought it was Kilo.
Yeah, I know it would be nice. Hey. That's why I said hey.
Hey.
For more offense. Speaking is such a skill for me here. Well, how about this interception? I mean, Bo Nix does nothing but they bring late pressure. It's picked up. Stroud. Second goal. 4-man rush. End zone. Mr. Dependable, but look at just the patience, the strength. Reverse. Full clicker opportunity. Downfield. First quarterback on 3rd and 4. Pressure off the edge. DJ hit. Going up in the nice spot. And coming around. Pressing the spin button before the catch.
How in the world did he just do that? I mean, he actually kind of got
Speaking is such a skill for me here. Well, how about this interception? I mean, Bo Nix does nothing but throw. Look at this. Action. Quarterback run. Going up in the lane. Breaks a
Kilo with that excellent fucking segment in here. I like
Yo. I'm doing a little bit different this year. So I'm messing with PowerPoint, baby.
Okay, let's see it.
Messing with the PowerPoint, baby. Transfer.
Oh, okay. Look, Kilo, he got the little faces to go with it. Look at him. I see you, Kilo.
All right. From left to right. 3-star recruit. Whoa. Nate Lions. Stop the violence. Quarterback Sam Hartman into the transfer portal December 27th. Projected to go to Notre Dame, nothing final right now. You got Fentrell Cypress, former Virginia player. He's transferring to another ACC team in Florida State. And you got Grayson McCall. I guess he didn't have any offers on the table. He wound up withdrawing from the transfer portal and wound up staying with Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, his face looked like he didn't make it nowhere.
The crazy part, he happened to transfer a portal because of his coach that went to Liberty. He was going to transfer to Liberty, but that's a no-no. Go to the next page, James. All right. Denver Harris. What's up, Doc? Thank you. What's up, Doc? Denver Harris, former Texas Ant. We knew that. We knew that. So the Denver Harris defensive back, former Texas A&M player, staying in the SEC. He's taking the silence over to LSU. Still got quarterback Brennan Armstrong, former Virginia Cavalier. Projected to go to Wisconsin, but it's still a toss-up, still up in the air. And then Mr. 4-star QB, Spencer Sanders, former Oklahoma State quarterback. He could be great if he could stay healthy on the field. Projected to go to Auburn, but to be determined. He's my 6 players for the transfer portal.
All right, then DJ Oogie yada go to Oregon State.
So what I do if once it already been announced, see, I made a mistake and I had him going to Hawaii and I had circle Hawaii. So I'm not revealing it again after I already showed it. So like Denver Harris, he transferred to LSU. So next week, he won't be on this segment.
Okay. All right.
Go to my game performances of the week. Oh man, my pitch is rough. All right, performances of the week. Sophomore wide receiver, Big Johnny Wilson, 6'7" Florida State wide receiver. The crazy part, Florida State should have been doing this all year. That boy 6'7". 6'7".
I want to know what his speed is.
8 receptions, 202 yards. Of course, Bryce Young, he didn't throw the ball much, but still, Alabama played that game with like they beat Kansas State like they stole something. They play angry. He went 15 for 21, 21 yards, 5 touchdowns. Pretty efficient game for Bryce Young. And then Quentin Johnson. The crazy part, Michigan did a good job holding him down until that damn screen and that missed tackle. He had 6 receptions, 163 yards, and a touchdown. Looking like the first wide receiver they're going to be taking off the board. Go to the next one, Sams. My games of the week. I start off left to right. Oregon 28, North Carolina 27. Bo Nix, he had 20. He was 23 for 30, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Running back Bucky Irvin had a solid game, 13 carries for 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. Throwing to wide receiver Terrence Ferguson for 5 receptions, 84 yards. Then in the middle, got Oklahoma versus Florida State. This is pretty much was the Johnny Wilson show. 6'7", dude. Jordan Travis, 27 for 38, 418 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Of course, Johnny Wilson, 8 receptions, 202 yards. Defensive back Jamie Robinson had a solid showing. 13 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pass deflection. Then I got Notre Dame and South Carolina. Shout out to June. Because
yes, sir.
I don't even understand how this happened. South Carolina had this in the bag.
They did. They did.
But Tyler Buckner, even after him, going 18 for 33, 274, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The 3 interceptions were critical. I think one of them went back for a pick 6.
Yeah.
But he still managed to pull it out, 61 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, total 5 touchdowns all overall. And Benjamin Morse, he been making a name for himself, that damn freshman.
Oh, yo, he got some DBs back there.
3 tackles, 1 interception, 1 pass deflection. I don't understand why they keep throwing it this way. Go to the next one, Sans. Go. What? Okay. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Going left to right again. Pittsburgh 37, UCLA 35. That was a solid game to watch. Don't understand how Pittsburgh pulled this off at the end. This game's crazy. I think they scored. There's only like 20 seconds left, and wind up walking it down the damn field. Quarterback Nick Patty, he 20 for 41, 224 in the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Rodney Hammond, 25 carries, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wide receiver Bob Means, 4 receptions, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. And of course, the playoffs. TCU 51, Michigan 45, Fiesta Bowl. Max Duggan, it was pretty much a sluggish game for him, but still wound up pulling it through. 14 for 29, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Quentin Johnson, 6 receptions, 163 yards, 1 touchdown. And defensive lineman Dylan Horton, 6 tackles and 4 sacks. That dude was menacing. We got Ohio State, and Georgia, Peach Bowl. Stetson Benton, 23 for 34, 398, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Running back Kenny McIntosh, 5 carries, 70 yards. Wide receiver Arian Smith, in my opinion, should have more receptions, but he had 3 catches, 129. Left that damn cornerback in the dust. I don't even know how he did that. 1 touchdown. But I mean, I don't have it on here because I wind up sending out my content while the game was going on. But just like I told y'all when we went out Jersey, Tulane and USC gonna be a good game. I told y'all that. And
yeah, we did. I ain't know Tulane had it in them to drive down the field like that, and because they are known for the run the ball.
Nah, Tulane is this year one of the top offenses in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Balance.
Legend Riley.
Hey, Kilo, ain't no other games you gonna talk about?
We go to the next one. There we go. We can talk about this. We ain't talk about that. We talk about this. Winner, chicken dinner. Last week, I messed up. I felt like Carolina was hot, and the crazy part is, I think it was wasn't it a punt? The punter pretty much saved the Buccaneers. It wasn't it a botch snap or something like that. That shit was crazy, man. But I lost that game. I'm doing a little bit different. I'm going Georgia versus TCU. I'm going over 62.5. All right, like Ben said, my winner when the chicken dinners ain't been hitting with these spreads. I'm gonna do the over and unders.
Hey, Kilo, I'm just asking. There was another game though, please, Kilo. I'm just trying to figure out.
And that's it for Kilo's Corner, y'all.
Didn't want to talk about Friday night game.
All right. Listen, man. Y'all won the game. The crazy part, I enjoyed. Whoa, come on, dog. The crazy part, it was a solid game. Yeah, we lost the game. I wasn't too upset with the game. It was a good loss in my opinion for us. Just to see what Kate needed to work on throughout the offseason. So I thought it was a solid game. That damn quarterback, I just don't understand that quarterback. What's his name? Milton?
Yeah.
I don't understand how he was at Michigan, he got beat out, and at Tennessee, he got beat out. And I think the guy's a solid quarterback. That man got a rocket of an arm.
Yeah, but he don't always make the right decision.
I mean, it comes with development, right? You can get that over time.
He's 22 years old, Kilo.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a great game for Tennessee, especially the door with the two star wide receivers. I mean, y'all did have your entire defense out there, but I'm just saying.
We ain't have two wide receivers out there.
Y'all defense was menacing. I don't even know who got the MVP. If that linebacker that filled in for the starting linebacker that was injured, I think it's number 24, was killing all night. I'm just like, yo, somebody clip him or something, yo. Do something to him. They couldn't block him. It was a tough game for the offensive line. And with Cade Kupnick dropping back 20 yards every time the ball snapped was crazy. So, but it was a good. I'll give that to you. I lost my bet. I paid up as soon as the game was over with.
Yes, you did. You are. I'd like to thank you for that. I just thought we was just gonna talk about it a little more. Kilo's Corner. That's all.
No, it doesn't talk about. I just want to see B Da Analyst so I can get my money back, man. That's it, though.
All right.
Ball of the week.
NFL game ball of the week.
Game ball of the week. Oh, that's good. You know what? I'm giving the Mike Evans. Fuck that.
No, Mike.
Give the Mike Evans.
Yo, I'm
put up 200 yards all season.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm going. Yeah, Alexander, yo. Bob was talking, yo. But man, clamp JJ down.
They beat that nigga up on the field, yo.
We don't normally get game ball corners anyhow. He ain't had the stats, but yo, he was locking his ass up.
Best corner in football right now?
No.
Who the best one is, Sam?
Fuck out of here.
I'm just asking.
Motherfucker had one game. Motherfucker had one game and shit. I'm talking about the best corner. Fuck wrong with him.
He was up there.
All right, this is the playoff. Currently, because we don't have an update on what they're going to do with the that game.
You can get the game ball to Danny Jones too. Man had four touchdowns.
We can also give the game ball to Damar.
Who? Oh yeah, Damar. Yeah. My bad. I thought you said Lamar. I'm like, Huntley was back there. It was trash.
I hate the Ravens, yo. Why you run the ball down their throat and then just stop running the fucking ball? Like,
it was all about adjustments, bro. They made adjustments in the second half. Put the bottom of position to throw the ball.
Run the fucking ball. I fucked up. This can't ain't right.
Go to the next one, Sams.
Next what? Oh, the
playoffs. No, it was a playoff picture you was doing.
Oh, what the fuck? The fuck wrong with your nose and shit? Get your shit.
My bad, y'all. My bad. My ass just been kicked me. That's why I had my stuff muted.
All right, this is the current playoff picture. Seahawks is not guaranteed. Dolphins is not guaranteed. Everybody else is locked in. That's it. Everybody else locked in. So, returning this week, right?
Fast track. Fast track. Fast track. Fast track. Fast track.
And he's back. And he's ready to play. He got flavor of the day. Can we get on to the fuck wrong with him? Next slide.
I'm watching the bowl games and this happens.
Hold on.
DB.
Oh, he told me to hold on. He said, can we get on to the game? And then I get the game. And then he said, hold on. Hey, June. Fuck wrong with him.
Hey, yo, play that again?
Where the fuck is he at?
He did.
He fell out the chair?
No, I ain't fall out the chair, man.
What's going on?
Yo, play that.
Hey, I'm watching the bowl games and this happens. DB, what are you doing? You can't let that man fall. Do something already. He done flipped you over the sign, bro.
I'm just saying he got put on his ass. He was trying to get the fuck out the way, but the fucking wide receiver slammed the shit out of him. It was personal. That was personal. Anytime you fuck with a wide receiver and you can't get off a block, this is what will happen to you. You end up in the back of the goddamn end zone. Fuck wrong with him. Next one.
Was that East Carolina?
Say it again, Kilo.
Was that East Carolina?
I think so.
It looked like East Carolina.
Steps out, but he's trying to make a play. Then the big hit by Bullard. And that's where the flag came in.
Like he hit him with his shoulder pad.
I just think that this was like very.
The crew will take a look at this one. Now there was the helmet to helmet that time.
Man, he didn't even look for the fucking ball. He just wanted to turn around and smack the shit out of Marvin Harrison Jr. because he been busting his ass all fucking day.
So that's the question.
That's the part that just pissed me off about that one. Like, you ain't even look for the fucking ball. You could have had a whole interception. No, you want to smack the shit out of Marvin Harrison Jr.
As a DB, what is your job?
To get the ball.
As a DB.
As a DB, you get the ball.
I didn't think it was caught. No, was it caught?
He could have got the ball.
At that point, he's supposed to separate the ball and the receiver, correct?
Yeah.
At that point, it looked like he had a. It looked like his coach told him to put the hit out on him.
It's no space. You ain't got time to react. The only job is to hit him so he don't catch the ball.
Exactly.
Listen, he never looked for the ball.
You ain't got to look. You just know he ready to catch it. You got to make sure he don't catch the ball.
That's exactly what it seemed like. Put the hit out on him. That's exactly what it seemed like.
With his shoulder. He's not able to show
and got him and knocked him out the game. Fuck wrong with him, man. Next time, look for the fucking ball.
That ain't
dirty ass play. Next time, look for the fucking ball.
That's not dirty. It's football, bro.
All right, here you go. He was, but listen, Marvin Harrison Jr. was busting their ass. They knew what they was doing. Get him the fuck out the game. They knew what they was doing.
What up?
And then the defensive coordinator sitting over there, he ain't gonna say nothing. Like this fucking guy.
No, he ain't gonna say nothing. He just probably over there fucking rubbing his hands behind his back. Got both hands behind his back, just rubbing them.
I'm talking about the one here with us. I'm talking about June.
You said you would talk about quarterback next week. If you guys are eliminated today by what happens at 4 o'clock, is Sam Howell in consideration?
We can be eliminated.
Yeah, if the Packers beat the
How
Vikings,
the fuck you
then
don't
you
know
guys are
that? I just looking at that, man. How the fuck you don't know that?
Your job is to win the game.
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. I knew you was gonna try to take up on because that's your fucking team. Fuck that. How the fuck you don't know that? Ain't no way in hell that coaching is your fucking job and you don't know you got a chance to go to the postseason.
I don't care about no playoffs.
Cut this fucking show off. Cut this show off.
You kidding me?
No, cut this show off. Cut the show off. Come on, you don't care about. How the fuck he don't know
To clarify,
that?
you said
He
you would
been
talk
coaching
about
for
quarterback
years.
next week. If you guys are eliminated today by what happens at 4 o'clock, is Sam Howell in consideration?
Look at his face.
We can be eliminated.
Yeah, if the Packers
you can
beat
be
the
eliminated for the
Vikings,
fucking play.
then
The
you
fuck
guys
you
are
mean?
eliminated.
Hey, BJ. It's on every television show, not every television sports show. They show the scenarios, the playoff scenarios. It got to be all over the building in Washington. And he got to know. He got to know the situation. That's what's going on with the playoff situation.
How he don't know that? How he don't know that he could be eliminated? Like, come on, man.
It can't be that bad over there, yo.
Let's get rid of the whole fucking organization. Everybody in the fucking building got to go. Everybody. Keep the players, well, besides Carson Wentz. But everybody else got to go.
He's another one. Oh, my God.
Can we get the next one? Is there a next one?
I was waiting for you to finish, sir. This ain't my segment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fuck wrong with him. He really sat there and said it back to him. We could be eliminated from the playoffs? Bitch, don't you coach the team?
Here we go up top, sideline, and incomplete. And that was Alexander who broke it up. Oh, he's got a little gritty right next.
I don't know about nobody else, but I like that shit. That shit was hilarious to me because he was talking shit all week like that first game was a fluke. And this motherfucker had one catch for 15 yards. Jair Alexander, that's how you talk that shit and let him know why you do his own dance on him. Fuck wrong with him. That was a fluke, like I said.
Didn't they pass him off?
Pass who off? CJ, what's up with these questions you be asking after I say something? You gotta ask a question after I say something. It just can't be a fuck wrong with him. We on to the next one. I just want to know, how is it always you got a question? What is wrong with you?
Wasn't both corners locking him down?
Well, you
know Jair followed them. The problem was the first game.
I thought they said that both of them was locking him down.
Nah, the first game, Jair didn't follow him. They was playing in their defensive scheme, and they asked Jair after the game in the first game of the year, why wasn't you shadowing Justin Jefferson after the first couple of catches and the first couple of touchdowns? It was like, I'm just playing in the scheme of the defense. So this week, I guess the defense coordinator gave him the green light this week to shadow him around, and he shut him down, man. He shut him down.
Next slide, BJ.
Something you want to share this morning.
Good morning. Yes. Morning. There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. Watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Damar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear. but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So they struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, come out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me
okay. All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me. You could have came back, Skip. I thought, Skip, just let I didn't know you were going to bring up. No, I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanations, so clearly.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
Thoughts and prayers remain with Damar Hamlin.
That's what it was, and not on a football game. Yes, let's go, Jen. Thank you.
This was the second time in I want to say a month. This has happened between the two. Now I already said that Shannon is you're gonna see Shannon with a side project, but Skip Bayless with the tweet, Skip Bayless with the interruption, Skip Bayless is gonna be just be Skip Bayless on the show. It's gonna be just the Skip Bayless show. That's what it's just gonna be. Because I can see Shannon Sharp actually leaving. He is tired of his ass. If he wants to know, and I'm gonna ask Skip Bayless, what the fuck is wrong with you? I just want to know. Fuck wrong with him.
Yeah,
it's too much shit with you. I think you. First of all, somebody need to take your phone away from you. That's first. Shit you tweeting out ain't always that. Somebody need to take your phone away. That's number one. Save all your shit you want to talk to the show.
Hey, do you think he tweets these stuff out just to get? Well, not attention, because he have the crowd. He have the attention already. But do you think he just do it just like on purpose, just to get that the people they get that retaliation
to stay relevant? Yeah,
to
stay relevant. Yeah.
Somebody just said.
Now, don't get me wrong. I listen. Besides the dumb shit he tweets and some of the crazy things he says, I understand why he gets paid the big bucks.
Yeah,
I understand it. You got to say something of shock value. You have to be a little crazy. You have to go out there and say things that people don't fucking believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the shit happens, you got to be the one to say, I said it. But ain't nobody fucking believe it. It's just shit like that. I mean, a lot of people are following his blueprint. Shit, I'm one of them. Man. A lot of people following his blueprint, but that don't always make it. I'm not tweeting
shady
everything that I think of.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter ain't my friend. I don't get paid for it.
Yeah, that was crazy though, man. That was crazy.
What exactly did T. Higgins do last night to him?
Well, right before the tackle, he lowers his helmet and he kind of throws his body into his chest. He's standing up because he's thinking he's got to chase T. Higgins at an angle to make a tackle. So he didn't expect T. Higgins to launch his body back into him. It's one of those things that a lot of times you see it as a linebacker, unblocked, unengaged running back comes through the hole, and he knows the contact's coming, so he lowers his helmet, and you can't get underneath him. So he's able to get into you, your chest is exposed. So they've taken that out of the game, but they don't really regulate it as much as possible. I expect the league will be a lot more vigilant when it comes to that and using that penalty.
Right.
I don't really know how much more Bart Scott wants to happen. I don't blame none of that on T. Higgins at all. None of it at all. Honestly, it was a routine tackle that just went wrong. As we were saying earlier, it was a 1 in a million thing that happened, and it happened. Now we got to check every tackle. And the need to come out on every tackle.
What are you asking the league to look into? What are you asking the league to look into?
I guess he was trying to give people some kind of explanation, but I don't know. I don't know.
We are coaches. We are football coaches.
Sir.
Like what we tell our kids, when they about to get hit, you gotta lower what?
Got low, yeah. Gotta get low. Yeah.
Lower your pads.
I told Kilo earlier, he was just trying to get the extra 2 or 3 yards.
You gotta lower your pads. You gotta protect yourself. You stay up high, you're gonna get hit hard.
Yeah.
It was a super freak accident. I can't even say freak accident. It's a super freak accident.
And he's sitting there trying to explain what happened through the hit. This game is a full speed contact sport. Like,
I don't think it's T. Higgins' fault, man. It's a physical sport, yo. What they said, he intentionally put his shoulder pad in his chest. No, we teach the kids to do that. Yo, that's crazy.
That's football 101.
Right. It's always going to run right through them.
Half the people playing football don't really want to be hit. So you hit them early, let them know it's going to be a long fucking game. And you're going to start seeing, out of fourth quarter, who want to hit or who don't. You see it every week with the fucking Ravens and shit.
That's some old school coach shit right there that you just said.
Sir.
Some old school coach shit you just said.
Shit.
That's not like my coach saying.
And it was first quarter, and he let them know it's going to be a long day.
Yo, but real shit, yo, as a coach, yo, with this whole situation, yo, what do you say to your players?
Nothing.
You gotta just keep picking them up and praying for them, man. You gotta let them know. Unfortunately, it was a tragic accident that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, but you still coach them up. You still keep praying for them. You still. If I'm the Bills, I take a whole trip to the whole hospital. To be honest with you, if I'm the Bills.
You can't.
Well, he in Cincinnati, so the Bengals could do it too, huh?
They ain't let all them people in there.
Yeah.
Shit,
they ain't want to let Diggs in.
They stopped Diggs from coming in, and he walked that motherfucker. He walked through the streets of Cincinnati, OG style.
They ain't want to let Diggs in. Fuck wrong with the security guard that was right there. How you ain't know that was Stephon Diggs?
You know how many people
Sir, we don't know who you are, man. We don't know who you are. Man, I'm Stephon Diggs. No, you're not.
First thing, this is about Damar Hamlin. Mm-hmm. And it's about a young man at 24 years old that was living his dream. That a few hours ago was getting ready to play the biggest game of his NFL career, and there's probably nowhere else in the world he wanted to be. And now he fights for his life. And when Damar Hamlin falls to the turf, and when you see the medical staff rush to the field and both teams are on the field, you realize this isn't normal.
No.
You realize this isn't just football. And so many times in this game, and in our job as well, we use the cliches. I'm ready to die for this. I'm willing to give my life for this. It's time to go to war. And I think sometimes we use those things so much, forget that part of living this dream is putting your life at risk. And tonight, we got to see a side of football that is extremely ugly, a side of football that no one ever wants to see or never wants to admit exists. When you see both teams on the field crying in that way, your first thought is Damar Hamlin. Yep. The second thought is his family. And this isn't about a football player, right? This is about a human. This is about a brother. This is about a son. This is about a friend. This is about someone who is loved by so many that you have to watch go through this. I dealt with this before, and I watched my teammates for days come to my hospital bed and just cry. I had them call me and tell me that they didn't think I was going to make it. And now this team has to deal with that, and they have no answers. Mm-hmm. And so the next time I think that we get upset at our favorite fantasy player, or we're upset that the guy on our team doesn't make the play, and we're saying he's worthless, and we're saying you get to make all this money, we should remember that these men are putting their lives on the line to live their dream. And tonight, Damar Hamlin's dream became a nightmare for not only himself, but his family and his entire team.
That fucking TikTok always be annoying that shit.
He was supposed to show that TikTok. We about to get sued like a motherfucker. Anyway,
That's Vegas.
anyway, listen, man. I really like Ryan Clark, man. Ryan Clark is easily becoming one of my favorites. Easily. I know. I know when I start getting my suit game together, I'm dressing like Ryan Clark. That's what I do.
The Raptors missed their first 13 shots.
God damn it.
Shit can't be worse than the University of Maryland. Going into the halftime, 13-44, yo. 4 for 30 as a team, bro.
It's because y'all don't be recruiting players from
Fucking trash, bro.
From Philly. That's why you need to start going back to recruiting players from Philly.
No, need to get out the fucking Big Ten. Go back to the ACC.
I got Pascal Siakam for 25 points, and he ain't scored yet.
Oh, don't we gotta close it out?
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell y'all one thing and one thing for sure. Thank y'all for joining Fuk Wrong Wit Em. Listen, I am Dennis Holmes. This is Brandon SamzSportz Multimedia Network. All right. We also have June off the top sports in the building, and Kilo, get off my corner because I ain't selling no dope.com. All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Deuces.